If you don't like how your voice sounds, you need to hear this video because I was also someone who once upon a time, I hated my voice. I wasn't able to deal with it. And I believe that doesn't have to be true eternally, but you just haven't accessed the right voice yet. And I'm going to share with you several reasons why you are not able to enjoy your voice and what you need to do to shift into a place where your voice sounds natural to you, not just in your head, but also like when you listen to it, your recordings, when you talk to people, when you watch a video of yourself, etc. Once upon a time, I hated my voice. I hated using my voice. I hated my voice when it came out of my chest. And it just sounded really off, especially when I was self monitoring and I noticed myself talking to people. It always sounded so weird. But I want to promise you that after watching this video, you're going to have some profound shifts about how you feel about using your voice. So, first of all, what you feel is actually normal. Like, even for the most confident speakers, and for people who are very well versed in front of the camera, who are very comfortable talking to other people, like, a lot of them enjoy using their voice. Now, I want to say that the first reason you feel that way is because you are not using your true voice. And you're not using the voice where you're really allowing yourself to express what you feel. The thing is, your voice carries a lot of emotional information, regardless if you're aware of it or not. Your voice carries how you feel about yourself, how vulnerable you allow yourself to be, how much you mask yourself, how much you try to impress others, and how confident and comfortable you are in your body. Your voice reveals all of that, not your body language, not your eye contact, not the content in your script. Your voice alone communicates it all. So, I want to tell you that when you are not speaking in your truth and you are trying to hide something like the way you feel about yourself and you're trying to sound more animated and more excited, if you try to be more of that, your voice is going to sound not like yourself, not like the way you would talk to yourself, not like the way you would talk to like a really close friend, not like the way you'd be catching up with someone you already know. So that's why your voice sounds different because you're not using your most natural voice. And that's why it sounds weird. It sounds forced. It sounds fake. And obviously, you know, you're not in your most natural element. So invite yourself the next time when you're speaking. Ask yourself if you're really able to bring down that mask. Ask yourself if you're able to come back into your body before you speak. Speak from where you are, not where you want to be, not where you want to portray yourself as. Speak from where you are. Speak from who you are so that when your voice comes out, you're not trying to create an illusion or an image of something that you're not. The second thing is I learned from a very young age to speak for other people, perform for other people, impress other people, make other people happy, put them before myself. And of course, I learned to not like my voice. And now I wonder why. So, the second reason we don't enjoy using our voices is because we're not using it for ourselves. We're no longer using the voice for self expression. And so, when we're using our voice to say something, to get someone's approval, get someone to like us, entertain others, make other people happy, do it because they want us to, do it because they told us to, then obviously we're not doing it like in our own cadence. We're not doing it for ourselves. We're doing it because other people told us to. They told us that we needed to do that. So we're not speaking really for ourselves. We're not speaking because we got something to express. Not because I need to bring a point across. Not because I want to communicate with you, but I'm doing it because I feel like I need to deliver content or something, right? And while we're speaking from that place, our voice doesn't feel powerful. It doesn't feel powerful because I'm I'm using it against my will. And if you're using your voice against your will, how would you feel comfortable using your voice? Like your body is going to say, well, we actually don't want to be here. And I don't want to be speaking right now. And I don't feel comfortable. And this is actually not a good time. And I just want to get this over with. Your voice is going to be communicating that, right? So know that if you want your voice to sound like yours, you have to speak for yourself. You have to speak for the purpose of expression. You have to speak for the purpose of connection. Like in this channel, we talk a lot about communication, not skills, but we talk about going back to the basics of communication so that your confidence no longer becomes an issue. You're connecting with others out of your own free will. You want to reach out to others, you want to get an idea across. So why wouldn't you want to do that? Why wouldn't your body be on board with that? So bring your body on board by knowing that when you express, you're expressing for yourself. The third thing is actually just about listening to your voice. Now, we have learned at such an early age that we need to be critical of ourselves. And we hear these comments all the time. Oh, why do they sound like that? Or, oh, why do they have such like a high pitched voice? Why do they sound so unnatural? Da da da. Like we're so used to hearing criticism that our mind just start to play criticism when we're listening to our voice. But I want you to know that when you're able to come back to a place of loving yourself and taking care of yourself, listening to your voice with the ears of love instead of, it's like a feeling. It's a very visceral feeling of just not liking what you're hearing. Instead of hearing yourself through the voice of judgment and criticism, and really embrace how you feel when you're listening to your voice. I think that itself could be a very wholesome experience. That could be like a next level experience for you. Like, can you allow yourself to listen to your voice and watch yourself on camera without bracing yourself, without, you know, finding yourself like distasteful or having an aversion to what is being shown on the camera? Can you allow yourself to sit in front of video and actually like what you see and like what you hear? Now, this last step is about self love. It's about allowing yourself to be who you are and actually embracing that, right? Because I found that a lot of times we carry an assumption that I already just don't like myself. So everything that I see myself produce, every recording I hear, I'm just naturally going to not like that. I'm going to assume that I don't like it. My body's already bracing myself for it. So, how could I ever change that opinion about myself until I consciously choose to enjoy using my voice and I choose to like what I produce? The last step is a very conscious choice, and that is to rebuild the relationship you have with yourself. So, you don't have to believe in anything I said today, but if you decide to give it a try and if anything changes, let me know down in the comments below. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.